Mobile testing by Optimus Mobility. Today I'll give you a brief overview about Optimus, our partners, why I do mobile application testing, our mobile application testing services. I'll tell you about our test lab, how we do testing in the cloud, our typical engagement model, and go through a couple case studies. About Optimus. Optimus is BC's largest outsourcing firm with delivery centers in Vancouver, Canada and New Delhi, India. We're a team of over 100 professionals and a management team with over 20 years experience in outsourcing. Our primary focus is on mid-sized technology companies and enterprises in North America. We have several partnerships in town from development and testing, including hosting and support. On the testing side, we're partnered with Wavefront, who has a very large device library and good partnerships in town. We use TestFlight for over-the-air distribution, as well as online tools like Perfecto Mobile. So why do mobile application testing? There's been some recent headlines from companies that have launched mobile apps to mixed results. In some cases, it's because they hadn't done adequate performance testing. In other cases, they hadn't done adequate security testing, in the case of banking apps. And Citibank's iPad app, somewhat infamously, was charging people double when they were paying with their iPad. So our mobile testing services are focused on quality assurance and making sure that you're launching high-quality applications. We can start at the very beginning of that life cycle with QA strategy and planning, test case management, and then get into the manual and automated testing. On the right there, you can see a list of the types of testing that we conduct: compatibility testing, functional testing, exploratory, smoke testing, security performance. On the mobile side, you have to be a lot more conscious of memory and leakage testing, localization, usability, things like network when they're walking in and out of elevators. How can it handle that? Is it draining the battery too much on the mobile device? All those sorts of testing. Some of that can be done in the simulator, some of that needs to be done on physical devices. So we do a combination. Our test lab consists of 50 plus devices. On iOS, we have the whole suite. On Android, devices from multiple manufacturers. Windows Phone, we have the leading devices, same with BlackBerry. And for odd devices, rare devices, or rare device/OS combinations, or testing offshore, if you want to test your mobile device in Australia or Korea or Europe and make sure that your application is working on those local networks, we can test in the cloud. That's where our relationship with Perfecto comes into play. Our engagement model, so we're a seamless extension of your mobile team. You get scalable access to resources as development cycles ebb and flow, and you need additional testing resources. We can come on site or work off site, or we can work in an agile process where, as your development team is iteratively releasing new features, we can be testing that. Instead of doing QA in one big bunch, we can do testing throughout the process. Regardless of the approach, we believe in a one team, one process approach, where we're deeply integrated and a true extension of your team. A few case studies. So recently we had a global leader in cardiac and vascular care. They were launching a new version of their mobile website, and it had to be iPad friendly. And so what we did was we fired up our iPads. We have iPad 1 up to the latest iPad and the iPad mini, and we would launch it on the native browser, run through the test cases. In this case, they didn't have test cases, so we helped them document those, and we can provide documentation and test results at the end that gives their management team confidence in the quality of their product. The second case study was a cross-platform application. It was for a mobile point-of-sale system. It was on iPhone, iPad, Android phones and tablets, BlackBerry, and Windows Phone. An HTML5 based application. Had to be tested on a wide range of devices. This was a challenge for the client. They didn't have such a large device library. So, through a combination of manual and automated testing, we utilized the devices in our library and also our partnership with Perfecto to use devices in the cloud. We integrated with their agile team for incrementally releasing new features before they reach the 1.0. And so we could help them manage their testing across the majority of modern devices. Thank you for taking the time today. If you'd like to learn more about our mobile testing services, please contact us, visit us at our website.